Hey, all you cool cats and kittens, and welcome to our FAITH5 rotation. Just as a review, we'll go through the 5 steps of FAITH5. Share, read, talk, pray, and bless. We're going to start with share. During this time, we're going to be sharing our highs. Talk to your family. Go around and everybody answer the question, what was your high for today? Or if you'd want, you could do it for the whole week. Go ahead and share your highs now. Welcome back. Now it's time to talk with your family about your lows. What is your low for the week or for the day? Go ahead and talk about it with your family now. Good job. Now we're moving on to our second step of FAITH5, read. This week I'll be reading to you from our Planet 316 Story Bible. This is a really cool Bible that we give out to our kindergartners here whenever they start kindergarten. We'll be reading the story, Jesus Walks on Water. It's found in Matthew 14:22 through 33, Mark 6:45 through 56, and John 6:15 through 21.
Jesus walks on water. After Jesus had fed the 5,000 people, he told his disciples to get into a boat and cross the Sea of Galilee. He stayed behind to pray on the mountainside. The wind and waves were blowing the disciples' boat about. They had a hard time crossing the sea. They pulled hard on their oars. Then Jesus went out to meet his disciples. He was walking on water. The disciples were terrified. "It's a ghost!" they cried. Jesus shouted back, "Don't be afraid. It is I." Peter called, "Lord, if it is really you, tell me to come out onto the water with you." Jesus said, "Come." The disciples watched as Peter stepped out of the boat and walked on the water toward Jesus. As long as his eyes were on Jesus, he didn't sink. But then Peter looked at the wind and the waves. He became afraid and began to sink into the water. "Lord, save me!" yelled Peter. Jesus reached out his hand and grabbed hold of his friend. He said, "Peter, why did you doubt me?" After they climbed back into the boat, the wind stopped. The disciples praised Jesus, saying, "You truly are the Son of God."
Now it's time for our third step, talk. Let's talk to our family about the story. Here's your first question. What are you afraid to do? Go ahead and share with your family now. All right, now let's talk about another question. How can your faith in God help you get over that fear? Talk about it with your family now. Now we've reached our fourth step in FAITH5, pray. Gather together as a family and pray over your fears. Pray over your highs and your lows. Go ahead, start now. Now we've reached our last step of FAITH5, bless. The blessing is the most important part of FAITH5. Most weeks, most days, you don't hear anybody tell you that you're a child of God and that Jesus loves you. And it's very important to hear that so that you always remember. The way we bless is by drawing a sign of the cross on the hand or on the forehead. We say, "You're a child of God and Jesus loves you." You're a child of God and Jesus loves you. Go ahead and bless your family now. And I'll see you again this Sunday for Children's Church. Bye.